I think I left my wallet in my car. I'll be right back. All right.
What's your name, man?
My name's ATM. Nari.
A streamer is now facing a wave of, in my opinion, well-deserved backlash after allegedly taking a homeless woman to dinner only to dine and dash, leaving the homeless woman to deal with the bill that she didn't have money to pay for. So why would he do this? Well, the streamer goes by, aptly named Dumbdumbjeez. That's the streamer's moniker on the platform Kick, and he was apparently participating in some sort of challenge to win $50,000 and become the next big streamer. So the contest was put forward by another streamer by the name of Sam Pepper, and it included a variety of challenges or tasks. One called for participants to essentially take a stranger out on a date. And his instructions were simple: find a stranger and go on a date. You need to stream for 4 hours and submit the clip before the timer ends. So just to be clear, Sam Pepper wasn't calling for, the exploitation of homeless people like Dumbdumbjeez engaged in. But pay attention not only to the streamer, but to the chat as you watch the clip with more context.
6. Oh no. Okay. My car. I think I left my wallet in my car. I'll be right back. All right, hold on.
What's your name, man?
My name's ATM. Nari.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just an NA.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just on stream.
You're what?
I can't imagine what that woman was feeling when she realized what happened. And then she's confronted with the bill, right? And she has no money. So it's basically insulting someone who's already living an incredibly difficult life, homeless, has no money, no resources, and she's the butt of a joke. It's so disgusting for this guy to exploit her in that way and make her the butt of a joke. I don't know, man. This level of cruelty and the thing that shocks me is not only the people applauding him in the stream, in the comments, but also the fact that he himself thought that this was entertaining and amusing.
Well, I guess it was, because there were people in the audience that think it's hilarious. Because screw that woman.
What's wrong with us, man?
She's not a real person or anything. You don't have to think about it. You just do whatever you want. That's what they think. And he thinks it's worth it because maybe he wins this contest or whatever. Or even if he doesn't, he'll get news coverage. I feel honestly like I do coming out of the Madison Square Garden rally, where it's like, so you have to respond to the fact that they did a terrible thing, but you don't do it because you think, and that's the end of them. No, Tony Hinchcliffe, I would assume probably his podcast is more popular than it's ever been. He'll probably make more money now than he ever has before. This guy might well become a big streamer coming out of this if he doesn't go to jail, because I have a feeling it kind of seems like he committed a crime while broadcasting it to the internet. That's why they do it. Look, it seems weird because we're literally broadcasting this right now. Our job is only possible thanks to the internet. But a lot of times I feel like I have a timer counting down, and I don't know how far it is from 0, but at 0, I can't do the internet anymore because I can't take being exposed to how reprehensible so many people are. It's not like this stream was going out.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not like this stream was going out to 0 viewers. That's a good world. It doesn't. You said this is so he could become the next big streamer. I wouldn't have been surprised if you told me he is one of the biggest streamers on Twitch or Kick or whatever, because there's tons of guys that are exactly the same as the person you just saw.
There was this whole TikTok trend that I think has died down, I'm not entirely sure, where people were just going around sucker punching people on the streets.
People are terrible.
Oh God,
They're just terrible. The internet seemed like such a great idea back in the 90s.
I would tie my son up in a basement, okay? And I would give him maybe half a PB&J a day and make him cry about what he's doing. Like I just, where are the parents? Like I know I sound like a crazy conservative, I get it, but where are the parents? And I don't know, this guy might be an adult. I know nothing about Dumbdumbjeez, but I do know that there's a lot of minors, males, who go around doing these ridiculous, disgusting pranks that prey on vulnerable people, and it's unacceptable.
Look, they are themselves preyed on by the other guys who want to be the next Andrew Tate or the next Matt Walsh or whatever. All these guys who see their fellow men as tools, pawns for their own elevation, their own, getting more money and getting more audience. And it doesn't matter if I ruin these men, ruin a generation of men, make them unemployable, make them uneffable.
That's a good point, unemployable. I mean, you're on camera doing some of the most abhorrent things imaginable to vulnerable people. And by the way, luckily, there have been some consequences for him already. So after that clip went viral, the co-founder of Kick booted him off the platform entirely, and he shared his thoughts about this on X, writing that this pathetic and now banned streamer did this while trying to win a contest for $50,000. I'm disappointed this happened on Kick, and we've got $50,000 for this lady if anyone can connect us.
Well, that's cool. I don't know literally anything about Kick or this guy, but that is cool.
I agree, yeah, I'm familiar with Kick. I haven't spent any time on the platform whatsoever, but this was the appropriate response. Apparently the streamer was actually only banned for 3 days though, so.
Damn, I thought he was gonna have to go to Rumble or something. I guess he just took a long weekend and.
And get a load of this, he's now saying that this was all just a ploy and the woman was actually in on it. Let's watch.
Rigged that, bro. Like before stream, I talked to the female, I talked to the lady, which is Mabel, because if you could see, as you could see when I sparked my stream, I literally went right towards Mabel, bro. Like I seen her before I got dropped off, before I sparked my stream. I literally had the conversation about her, what we gonna do. You feel me? I gave her the money already beforehand. I let her know what we was gonna do. That's why I said I was gonna leave her and come back for an hour if you watch the VOD, bro. You feel me, bro? But at the end of the day, bro, it turned out bad, bro. Everybody bad coming in my DMs and stuff, bro. At the end of the day, I'm a content creator too, bro. And I felt like that was the biggest marketing thing ever, bro, was to do that, bro. And it's crazy because I got everybody, bro. I fooled everybody, bro. And it worked, but it went out in a bad way, bro. So all y'all people doing all that bashing and stuff, y'all wrong as bro. Like Mabel is literally fine, bro.
Future of the country is doomed. That's what he's alleging. Others are alleging that's not true. So others claim that they have called the restaurant, the restaurant that they were at, to inquire about what happened and whether or not the woman was able to pay the bill. A user on Reddit said they reached out to offer to pay the bill and spoke to a few staff members. And here's what they wrote about that whole exchange. To my surprise, the assistant general manager, Dan, informed me that the restaurant had taken care of this bill themselves and understood the situation. Big shout out to Kennedy's Steakhouse in Eugene, Oregon for handling this like absolute champions.
Yeah, that's good. So when I saw the first headline about this, my first thought was, especially since this is to win a contest, I would not be surprised if it had been set up because, and most people don't seem to understand this, virtually everything is fake. All of the viral stuff on TikTok and Kick and Rumble and all that stuff, all this stuff that happens on the street and the little interviews and the thing where a person was asked a question and they look really bad. So much of it is fake. And the issue, again, is that nobody cares. Nobody cares if anything is real or fake anymore. They just want something that for 2 seconds will entertain them before they advance to the next thing. And it's just, the whole thing is grotesque. To say that, don't worry, we set it up ahead of time, all I did was entertain people by pretending to F over an unhoused person. Is that better?
No, I mean.
This much, maybe? I don't know, you're inspiring other people to do the same thing as you. How is that the defense? Stop acting this way.
I know, bruh.
Yeah, don't even get me started on slang. I'm an old man myself, but I hate all of the incentives on the internet.
Agreed.
It makes all of us worse, and we weren't great to begin with.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. We also love it if you hit the join button below because that makes you a member, and members allow us to be independent, honest. We can be as progressive as we want, no corporate media influence, and that's all because of you guys. We love doing the show with our members. Hit the join button, become one of the Young Turks.